Thursday Thunder. Adrian.
Yeah.
20th of June?
Yes, 20th of June.
20th of June in this bloody cold Adelaide. Isn't it cold?
It's cold. It's a hit and miss. I mean, I like the cold because I can get warm, but I don't like the cold when I can't feel my hands. It's a fine line.
It's a fine line.
Yep.
So how's the prep? You've been going out for your walk still in this cold weather?
Still went out this morning.
I didn't go out this morning.
Headphones in, podcasts on, 45 minutes, 4.5k up, and then back down.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a low day. I just felt like utter horse shit all day. I think I told you, it got to the point where I didn't want to have any more coffee because I was again riding that fine line between caffeine addiction and like chronic fatigue. So yesterday was a hard day, but I'm feeling good today. Coffee
is your friend during comp prep, but caffeine. You have to be careful that you just don't drink it all day.
I think I had about 9 yesterday.
Yeah.
It was. I think I was at the end of it. I was sort of like shaky, but I was tired, so it wasn't really.
So helping. 9 of these. Yeah. And these would have about maybe 100 milligrams of caffeine.
Give or take. Yeah.
So it's 900 milligrams of caffeine. But we didn't train, so you didn't have a pre-workout.
No, nothing at all. But I wish we did, because I feel like when I know I'm training, my energy levels are higher than they should be, and when I'm not training, I feel low. Yep. I don't know, maybe it's that not having that extra 200 grams of pineapple throughout the day is really throwing me off. But we'll see. But so far so good. I'm probably, judging by mirrors, I'm probably sitting around 10% at the moment, give or take.
Yeah.
I'd say around that. I don't want to say...
With what is 15 weeks to go?
Yeah. I wouldn't say...
Just went 15 weeks, wasn't it?
I'd probably say
so
teetering...
14 and a half.
I'd probably say teetering around 10 and a half. It's like 10.7. I want to get a DEXA scan done soon, but...
Yeah, it'd be cool to get one. Well, even just if you get one on your last week to see where you were, what you reached.
Yeah, but under 88 as of yesterday, so it's been a long time since there. Like but still with muscle. That's good.
Very good.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, speaking of training and prep, we've got another new equipment alert here at the gym.
Yes.
So we got in yesterday. Now, what would you describe this?
I would describe it as a standing lateral raise.
Yeah, because it's not like, well, it is a side lateral machine, but a lot of people would imagine, the seated ones that you lift up with the elbows. We've got one of those here anyway. But no, this is, a long arm side lateral raise machine. Yeah. So you stand at this machine, just like you're doing dumbbell side laterals, and you go out.
And it's perfect. Like, I threw a few people on it yesterday to try it out, and like, I'll put 20 on. I'm like, no, don't do that. You just need like five kilos aside.
You need to leave your ego at home on this machine because, you don't need a lot of weight on it.
I tracked Paul on it yesterday. Yeah. With 2 10s aside, and he strove to get 15.
That's right.
So I was like, it is heavy.
It is heavy. Yeah. Yep. And that's made by our good mate Jason Van Heck from Van Heck Enterprises. So. Look, huge shout out to Jason. I mean, this guy is a member here, and it was a few months ago we started talking about, because he's an engineer, welder, I mean, this guy's cluey and smart. And we started talking about equipment, and he just rattled off, he said, I can make you that.
Yeah. We're like,
and so he made us a Viking press. He's now made us, I said, I'd like a standing leg curl, so he made a standing leg curl. And I said, I've always wanted I like those old school side lateral machines. And he goes, I'll make you that.
Yep.
And this equipment is just as good as anything you'd buy.
Oh, definitely.
Anywhere.
By far.
Yep. I mean, linear bearings, top of the range, bearings everywhere. I mean, they're just beautiful pieces of equipment. Really well made, really well presented. So, huge shout out to Jason. If you want to look at any of these pieces, you're more than welcome to come down here to the gym.
Yeah, they're pretty much
check them out. And Jason actually he knocked up 2 of these side lateral machines, so he's got another one for sale. So if you're interested, go on our Facebook page, Australian Muscle the Gym. Check out, we've put a couple of photos there and pictures of it. If you want to see the piece of equipment, come down here and check it out, and we'll put you in touch with Jason and see how you can get your own. So, good work, Jason.
Very well.
It's good when you surround yourself with people that make you better.
Yeah. And the thing is, we don't have shoulders today, but I'm going to chuck it in there just to see.
I was going to say at the end of the workout, I'm going to do a high rep drop set. On
I was thinking it too, just to give it a try.
Yeah.
Yeah. Prototype 8, go for gold.
That's right. Speaking of the gym, we also have our 1 a year sale. We generally, I'm only going to have once a year sale, and we've got our sale on this month. So what's our sale entail this month?
So our sale is until the end of June, or
end of June. So there's about 10 days left.
Yep. So we have our special is up front for 12 months for $3.99. That includes 24 access. If you want on the direct debit, it's $30.95 per fortnight, but you pay nothing until the first week in July.
So the first Friday in July, which is pretty well, if you did that today, you'd get nearly 3 weeks.
3 weeks free, yeah.
3 weeks free. And don't forget, there's no joining fees, there's no sign-up fees. I actually went past the gym this morning and they had one of their little neon signs out the front saying, oh, end of financial year sale, you know, join now, get the rest of the month free, and half price joining fee.
Yeah, it's still around $45.
Well, yeah, why not just don't have a joining fee?
Because apparently it costs money to set up the accounts, which it doesn't.
No.
It doesn't.
No, it's just another way of adding onto your direct debit, and if you split that up over a course of the year, that just adds another $1 or a couple of bucks onto your direct debit. Yep. So that is now running, and it will be running until the end of the month. So come and check us out if you want to get out of a selfie environment, indulgent environment. Come and check us out. I just want to give a shout out to an Australian company, Red Dragon. So we had Reese and the boys from Red Dragon were in here yesterday, and they gave me this really nice hoodie. This actually is the same style hoodie that we're getting.
Oh, okay.
Pretty much.
Nice.
Yep. And I'll talk about that a little bit later. So Red Dragon is a new Australian company formed by a bunch of really cool guys. Australian manufactured, but to any US specification product. They've just got, at the moment, they've just got their pre-workout, which is the Dragon's Breath, which is one of my favorite pre-workouts. Lots of beta-alanine, good formula, good pump, nothing too crazy in the form of stims. You just feel really good, don't crash, don't lose your appetite, but just train really well. And the flavors are really, really good.
Oh yeah.
And they are coming out with a new flavor that hopefully we will have in the next couple of weeks, and that's a
sounds refreshing.
Yes.
Refreshing.
So if you see Red Dragon, well, we've got it at Australian Muscle. Try it out because it's a really good product, and they're coming out with. Showed me the formula yesterday. It's a really, really good formula. No bullshit ingredients, just good ingredients that do the job.
Good.
Yep. So we will be getting that in stock when it comes in. So huge shout out to Red Dragon. Good Australian company, and us being Australian Muscle will always support Australian companies.
Have to.
Exactly right. Now, just in bodybuilding news, we've mentioned this before about Phil Heath.
Yep.
You know, that there's speculation that he's going to come back. Now, I listened to a podcast with Josh Lenarowitz. And this was on the Muscle Radio podcast with Scott Goebel and Luke Shembry.
Yep.
And they need to change that description because they've got now Craig Lucas in there as well. But they had an interview with Josh, a really good interview, goes for ages, like over an hour, nearly an hour and a half. So check that out. Josh really is, I just love listening to him. You know, he's a pro bodybuilder, but he's so down to earth, family man, trains really hard. It's got all these values lined up. Just a really good bloke. But they talked about Phil Heath. You know, Phil Heath might be in the mix. And Josh, straight away, without even any hesitation, said Josh is competing.
Josh is?
I mean, Phil is competing.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. No hesitation. And Scott asked him straight away, saying, "Oh, what makes you say that?" Well, when Josh won the Big Man Show in Spain a couple of weeks ago, he reckons the next day there was a seminar of the champions, and Phil Heath was one of the guests, and he pretty well all but said, "I'm competing." And he said he looked big, he looked round, he was lean, and he looked just as good as he was at any other stage in his last 8 years of getting ready for Olympia. So, but Josh was adamant that Phil is competing.
Wow. Could be a mind game. Could be just a massive mind game on Phil's behalf. He's just not doing anything.
Well, yeah, but we spoke about that before. I think we spoke about that last week. That if Phil would be a bit silly if he didn't compete.
Yeah.
Because this is the most vulnerable Olympia, most open Olympia in ages. That being said, did you see the picture of Brandon Curry?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Brandon Curry is massive. Like he is huge.
I saw a photo.
And he wasn't like fat or anything.
No.
You know, 12 weeks out. So the Olympia is 12 weeks out. I think this coming weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I started to get Rolly and Rami vibes where they got to that point where they got too big and they couldn't bring it back in.
Yeah, look, I think Curry still at that size. Yes, he was big, but there was still he was going to lose from there now. So, but his waist was still tiny. Yeah, massive arms. Like those arms were crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So he'll definitely be in the mix. The other thing I saw this morning, because there's all that controversy with Sean Roden.
Yep.
Sean Roden on his Instagram actually put up a photo of himself.
Yep.
Taken yesterday, and
was that the hamstring and
the side chest?
Yep.
All the size is coming back.
Yep.
Everything's coming back. So everyone, including us, who talked about that, is Sean done for this year? Doesn't look like it.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Still had the puffy face, but you can see the lines coming through the legs again. You can see the lines in the chest. So
and all the size, the waist had come down, everything. So he really is a freak.
Yeah, that's what I like about Sean Roden though, because he's like, in his very first post after doing that guest post, he's like, I like living, you know, this is the way I do my thing. It's like, if he does it every year, obviously he can do it every year. So,
it's crazy. He can let himself go so much after Olympia, and you know, and they were talking to Chris Aceto about that, and Chris just said, you know, I'm not worried about Sean Roden. No,
I've met Chris Aceto once.
Hey?
I've met Chris Aceto
Really?
once.
Where'd you meet him?
Well, Jim, when old mate used to run it.
Here in Adelaide.
Yeah.
What he did it.
He just came down because I think he was with Dennis James, and I'm like, I had a chat to him. How you doing? Yeah, good, thanks.
Okay.
And everyone's like gushing over him. I'm like, I don't know who that is. I'll just talk to him normally. And he's like, I really appreciate you just talking to me normally. I'm like, cool. I don't know who you are. And then walked off. It's like, that was Chris Aceto.
So you didn't know it. Yeah, it's funny. Chris Aceto is like, he was a pro bodybuilder.
No, I didn't.
Yeah.
No.
He was. He actually won his pro card. He was a national level competitor in America.
Yep.
And then he just quit.
Yeah.
And like he in one of his latest podcasts, like he said that he doesn't even train anymore.
Nah.
But he is right up there as one of the top gurus and prep coaches in the world.
And he backs up his shit too.
Oh yeah.
Like very much so.
Very much so. So yeah, that's interesting about Phil Heath. So, you know, I'm getting excited about this.
Yeah,
I think it'll be really good.
It'll be one of those ones for the first time in years where it's like, this you don't know how it's going to go.
You don't know who's going to win this.
Like, you got speculation that Kai might compete. You've got Brandon Curry coming up. You've got, you know.
I don't know. Speaking about Kai, stop you there. Like, he did all his stuff here in Adelaide. Like, Kai was here for a couple of weeks and he did a seminar and everything last week. Which looked pretty well attended. But there was a few shots where you saw of Kai and he wasn't as big as I thought he would be.
Nah.
You know?
He looked comfortable.
Yeah. And I'd say there's no way he's competing. 12 weeks out, there's no way Kai is competing. So we will retract our little statements that we said a few weeks ago that Kai might be competing. I'm saying this right now, he's not competing. So there we go. In other news, the World's Strongest Man was on last weekend, and Martin Lissus, is that how it's pronounced?
He's also in his, I think he's younger than Thor. He's like 26,
something like that.
Yeah.
But look, in all honesty, I hadn't heard of this guy.
He was.
Has he been like in the top 10 and all this?
He's been in the top 5 the last maybe 2-3 years. I think maybe 4 years ago he was like 10th or 11th.
I think the problem is that the World's Strongest Man has focused so much on Brian Shaw
and Hafthor
and who's the guy who just
Eddie
retired?
Hall.
Eddie Hall.
Yeah.
So these guys were sort of in the background, but apparently he won it quite comprehensively.
He because Hafthor injured his nail, like Thor injured his plantar fascia, and then Brian Shaw didn't even make the top 5.
Yeah.
So he was.
Right.
I think he's just getting on in age. To be honest with you, to like. If you're watching it, I don't know why I don't think so, but apologise. But
Hafthor tore his plantar fascia on the first event, the yoke, wasn't it?
Yes, the yoke.
Yeah, and he did compete all the way and finished third.
I can't remember who came second.
No, I can't either.
Yeah.
But But yeah, congratulations to Martin Lissis. And he apparently won it quite comprehensively.
Yeah, he smashed the stones.
Well, yeah, I heard he had to only get 1 stone up or something for him to win.
It was just...
Yeah, but he smashed the whole stones and went through all of that.
Yep.
So, yeah, congratulations to Martin. So, moving right along, we've got some new stuff that's coming. So obviously the number one has to be the Oxyshred Hardcore that we've been talking about for the last few weeks. So this is now available online and at all locations. $79.95 for 40 serves. Check out our review, which we did yesterday. That is online now. So if you want a little bit more information and the difference, in a nutshell, pretty well, the only difference is that it has got more energy component in it and more nootropics. So it has moved itself into a sort of pre-workout slash
they definitely go more to the nootropic side of the workout's the best way to put it.
That's right.
Yeah. Fat burner with added nootropics is always good.
So if you were double scooping the regular Oxyshred, you only need to do 1 scoop of this to get exactly the same benefit. Plus with those extra ingredients, the Huperzine A, which is your powerful nootropic. So it is a little bit different product, but it is also a limited edition. So the stocks that we've got, and I spoke to EHP yesterday, they sold, all of the stock is gone, so it's all out, and it most probably won't be back again.
Keep one and you probably sell it for like 10 times the price in like a couple of months' time.
or put them on eBay for like $100. Because wasn't somebody on eBay selling the original Jacked?
Yes.
For like $99.95 or something?
Actually, the original Jacked, most of them selling the not micro one with DMHA for $150. You can't find the micro ones at all, but if you do, they're looking around $600. And people will buy it.
Yeah, who would have thought that there was like appreciation in supplements? The other thing that we have got in stock now is from Chemix, is the pre-workout. So that is now available in store. It's a 20-serve pre-workout. For $74.95, so it's on the little bit pricey side.
On the pricey end.
But it is a completely different pre-workout.
And I've actually been following the formulation of this over the last year. So I've been very excited to get it in.
Very, very high nootropic. And a high steam pre-workout. Formula is totally different to anything else that's on the market currently. Keep an eye out. We will be filming a review on this most probably tomorrow.
After we've had a few more trials.
Because we've been using it sort of in a couple of workouts. So we want to use it a little bit more. We want to play around with dosages so we can tell you sort of what's a good dosage to use.
But the one thing I will say, and I think you can testament to it, the pump on this is far greater than anything I've ever had. Just in terms of
I agree.
Volumization. It hurt. It got to the point after the first set, like, okay, this actually hurts. Doing preacher curl, I couldn't touch my shoulder. It was horrible. That's right. But in a good way, in a very good way. Yes.
So keep an eye out for our review. Hopefully we will get it up tomorrow afternoon or maybe on the weekend. But like I said, we're not going to talk too much about it for now because we want to use it for a few more sessions, and we'll do that today and tomorrow, and then we'll let you know what we think of this.
It's also available in the kitchen, in the gym, for anyone to try.
Yes. That's it. Yes, the other thing, we've got our hoodies in the air. They're not on the water because they're in the air. So they will be landing next week, definitely.
Good.
So hopefully by next Thursday, I reckon when we do this, next week's Thursday Thunder, we're going to be wearing our new hoodies.
And hopefully it's not going to be 40 degrees in some switch turn where it's going to be like it's 39 degrees for next week.
The forecast until next Thursday in Adelaide is for the temperature not to go over 14 degrees during the day or much over 5 degrees during the night.
Cool. Exciting. Walk's going to suck.
I feel for Jason at the Salisbury store because our air conditioner is still not fixed.
You can get one of those little bar heaters from Kmart.
I told him to bring one there because he was saying even yesterday, like he's in the shop and he's got a hoodie on and he's got a beanie. He said he had 2 pairs of pants on. And our air conditioner there is so old that parts have to be ordered from interstate. So hopefully that gets fixed today or tomorrow because poor Jason is freezing his nuts off. Anyway, thanks guys, that's it.
Yep.
We will catch you guys next week. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, hit us up on our socials. Don't forget, all these products are available in store and online with
free Australia-wide delivery.
Free Australia-wide delivery. Any questions, hit us up guys. We'll try and answer it next week. If not, we will catch you guys next week. See you later.
Ta-ta.